Hey gang, what's up? Broseph here. I'm in Jakarta, Indonesia, in the Grand Whiz Poins Simatupang Hotel. Let me show you guys around. Check it out. So this is going up to the hotel. This is, I think, Tower A, and then there's like a Tower B over there on the other side. Cool. So you step out here and there are two halls. My room is all the way there in the end. It's a corner, so it's pretty nice, very cool. Sup guys, so this is the hotel room view. Pretty nice. I'll show you guys like a proper room tour later when it is clean and fixed up. Yeah. Sup guys, so this is the view over by the rooms. I'm just currently sitting down on like the ledge with the nice view. Pretty cool. So this is day 3 of Jakarta. Fortunately, I had the chance to be able to go here for one of my work. Special thanks and shout out, of course, to head honcho girl boss Paula Mills of Academy of Entrepreneurs Australia for this opportunity to be able to go over here and teach. So I had the opportunity to work with Paula and AE, Academy of Entrepreneurs, to be able to do some teaching with AIS, or the Australian Independent School. It's one of the bigger and really more awesome, modern international schools here in Jakarta. So similar to, I guess, to IS or BSM over in the Philippines. It's currently Saturday morning, day 3. I arrived here on like midnight of Wednesday because the work I had to do was on Thursday, Friday, and then Monday. So fortunately have the weekend off to be able to go explore and also try and be able to, experiment and shoot some cool content like I'm doing now. I've been honestly meaning to try and experiment and do some, juvenile newbie vlogging and just posting some content to be able to just share some thoughts and be able to talk about some of my experiences. So first time to travel in a while. I think my past 2 travels were also somewhat work related. I think a couple of years back was able to go to Malaysia and Korea with my buddy Enrico for some debate trips. Unfortunately, didn't make content of that, but moving forward, we'll be able to try and experiment and do some cool stuff. So some of my friends and people who watch my YouTube and social media, they've been asking me yo, dude, what are you up to lately? What do you do? You're not super active. And I guess I've just been doing quite a lot of different stuff. I'm still in finance and private wealth management, asset management, all of that. But recently, I've also been doing a lot of teaching. I've been teaching part-time in both my alma maters, actually, in University of Asia and the Pacific, yes, in Ortigas, and also had a gig. It's my second year of being able to teach also in Paref Southridge School in my alma mater. So on top of that, I also do, aside from finance work, doing some teaching and consultancy with AE, where I'm really fortunate to have the experience to be able to have a first trip to be able to travel and teach and stuff. So teaching quite a variety of different topics from marketing, management, strategy, financial literacy, and putting those all together in the spirit of understanding management and how businesses work, and also helping students understand certain components of management to really help out in their entrepreneurial journeys. So at least for this trip, and I'll show you guys more clips and b-rolls on Monday because I've had limited time to be able to really shoot content over the past 2 days, Thursday, Friday, when I've been in the school. I'm not alone actually, I'm with my buddy Chris. He's also from not also, but he is from Bali, and he flew in from Bali to be able to tag team teach with me here in Jakarta. So we'll say hi to him later. He's just currently chilling and getting ready, and we're gonna be able to go around a bit. He's gonna be traveling also to Europe after this, and then I'll be the one who will finish up and conclude the third and last day on Monday after the weekend. So I'm traveling, of course, with Bread G or Bread Grizz kasi mukha siyang tinapay, very large midsection over here, and he's been my travel companion. If you guys know me, I'm a huge fan. I love the We Bare Bears, that Cartoon Network show, and Grizz is my favorite. I have a huge collection of those different bears. Lol, way too many, Bella would agree. So, initial comments, reactions to Jakarta. It's my first time here and haven't been able to really go around to a lot of the touristy spots, but it's honestly quite similar to Manila, and I mean that in both good and bad ways, I guess. I haven't super been able to go around, but it really reminds me of home, reminds me of Manila. There's a lot of traffic, and even if you're able to take stuff like Grab and Gojek, you kind of get still stuck as well, especially if it's rush hour or you aren't able to fully take all of the toll roads. So my advice is, if you guys are ever going here and you are maybe in a rush or there are some things you have to do, just make sure you tell your Gojek or Grab driver that you'll be taking the toll roads so that you don't get stuck in those parang service roads in the Philippines, the ones along SLEX. Jakarta being predominantly Muslim, that's the main difference, I guess, with Manila, which is predominantly Catholic. But the people I've met so far, students, teachers, staff here, very friendly, very cool. In the Philippines, a lot of people in hospitality primarily speak English, like any of the kuyas, ates we have back at home. Here in Jakarta, it's a bit different, like the degree of English, at least among those who are working, not as proficient compared to Manila, but other than that, everyone's still generally like nice, tourist friendly, etc. So not really much of a problem or anything there. I guess just some language barrier things, of course, that you'd expect when you travel in a non-English speaking country. But at least in my experiences so far, since AIS was an international private school, have had no issues so far, and really thankful for this trip. So yeah, I'll show you guys again later, as promised, a room tour, maybe in this video or in the next one. And then I'll take you out with Chris and I. We're gonna go around and see some stuff before he travels out. So thanks guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. A bit short, but I promise I'll be able to share some more and show you guys around later. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks gang, take care, stay lit.